Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a Restyle haul. They did just have a sale on their website, so I did buy a few t-shirts just to show you today. So the sale wasn't on all of their items, it was mainly on the sort of old items and also the really new items, so I got a few t-shirts from both ranges. So the first t-shirt I'm going to show you is this one, which is called Eternal Lovers, which has two skeletons which are just kissing and there's lots of roses, and on the bottom it says Immortal Love. Now I've seen copies of this t-shirt on loads of websites, especially sort of these Chinese, Asian sort of wholesale sites like DressLink, but I always think it's better just to get the proper Restyle ones, just because the actual t-shirts themselves are better quality, which means they're not going to be see-through and they don't stretch, and when you do wash them they do go back to the size that they originally were. Although the t-shirts are great quality, the thing with these older prints is that the actual transfer itself is very plasticky, and it does take sort of 4 or 5 washes for it to soften up to become a nice comfortable t-shirt. But still, I do really love this design and I've been meaning to get it for a really long time. This t-shirt cost me just under £5, which is great, although these t-shirts are normally only around £10 anyway, so Restyle is definitely a good place to go if you want to sort of buy bulk load of t-shirts and not pay a fortune for them. Now, like all the t-shirts I'm going to show you today, I got this one in a size large. I have always got my Restyle t-shirts in a size large and they've always fitted me absolutely fine. I do have a Restyle vest which is in a size medium, which I have shown you in my previous Restyle haul, which I'll link below. But the size medium comes out exactly the same as the size large. So I wouldn't bother sticking completely to their size guidelines. If you are, say, a size medium and they only have size large, I would say that the size large would probably fit you fine. Now, the thing I like about Restyle t-shirts is their cut. They are very sort of tight around the middle, which is very sort of gives you quite a flattering look and appearance. The neckline of the Restyle t-shirts are also really nice and flattering. They're not too low, but they're not really against your neck, so it does just give this nice sort of contrast between the skin and the colour of the t-shirt. So the second t-shirt I got from Restyle is this one, and this is the back of the t-shirt. So the front of it is just a plain black t-shirt and the back has this moth on the back, and on the site it was called a moon moth. Now this is just a sticker, it's not part of the design. And I wasn't quite sure why it was called a moon moth. I didn't know if that was just sort of the type of moth it was based around. I did think that maybe these were meant to be moons, but they don't look like it when you look closely at them. So I think it is just sort of the style of moth that they're going for. I looked up moon moth on Google after making this video, and it is actually just the breed of moth, and it does look very similar to the actual design on the back of the t-shirt. Now I really like this sort of design that they've brought out, where they've put animals and wings and things on your back. I think that it's quite a nice look. It also means that you can wear this t-shirt for more sort of formal things, or maybe they're more suitable for work, and you still do have this cool sort of print on the back, which you can cover with your hair, but if your hair is up it does give that nice little effect on the back. And the print of this is a lot softer, as you can see. It feels like the previous one I showed you would feel after, you know, 4 or 5 washes, so it's quite soft. It doesn't restrict you in any way, and also I have found with some Restyle prints they are really thick and you do end up getting quite sweaty underneath them, but this is definitely the kind of thickness of transfer which wouldn't have that problem at all. And again, it's in that really classic t-shirt cut that Restyle do, with the slightly lower swooping neck. Now in the pictures it's quite hard to tell what the neckline looks like, which is why I'm going to feature the little clips of what these look like on. In the pictures they do look more like kind of regular sort of higher cut t-shirts, so I am always quite cautious when I buy these because I always think that it's going to be a higher t-shirt, but I'm always very happy with these t-shirts. And this one was around the £5 mark, and it is from their newer range, so it should have been slightly more expensive, around £12. The next top I'm going to show you is the one I've got on. just because it is exactly the same style as this moth one I just showed you. So it's plain black on the front, and on the back it has these 2 blue butterfly wings, which I will show you now. So I really like this style. I think the blue goes really nicely with the black, and it almost gives a kind of glowing effect. Now, I'm not 100% sure on what type of butterfly this is meant to be. Please comment below if you know what it's meant to be. But I just really like the design, and although it's meant to look like you have wings, I just like the fact that it shows off the beautiful colours which you can find within nature and within bugs and butterflies. It's from the same range as this one, so again, the transfer itself is nice and soft. It's not sort of sweaty in any way, and I've worn this t-shirt all day. I wore it to work, and it didn't irritate me at all. I forgot it was there, but it does give that really sort of nice thing when someone's walking behind you, and it adds a little bit to your outfit. I wore this t-shirt all day to work. It didn't affect me in any way. It's nice and soft, it doesn't restrict me, and also it doesn't feel like it's going to crack or anything when I move. I do know that some transfers are quite thick, and when you sort of pull and stretch the t-shirt too much, it does make the design crack, which is always really annoying because then it can start to peel off and it ruins the whole look of the t-shirt. And that is a great feature about these transfers, because they are the perfect thickness. They won't rub off, and they stay a very vivid colour, but also they're not so thick that they're going to crack and obscure your movement. So the difference between this t-shirt and this one is that this one is called the V-neck t-shirt. Now, when you order off the site, it only shows you the back of this t-shirt, so I had absolutely no idea what this was going to look like. I did think maybe it would be a V-neck with some buttons up the side, but I'm kind of glad it wasn't, because I like this style. It is quite low cut, so that is something to consider. If I don't personally mind too much, but if you are quite a modest person, then you may have to wear a vest or something underneath of it. But again, it has the same sleeves and everything as the other t-shirts. So the last 2 shirts I got have cats on them. The first one is a really old t-shirt that they did, and it is in that really thick design, but because it is so broken up, it's not sweaty or anything, so I'm really happy about that. And this one is a mummified cat. Again, it has the same neckline and everything as the other t-shirts, obviously other than the V-neck one. And it has this really bold print of a mummified cat. And the thing I like about this one is it is so simple. They've only used one colour to make it. And I have seen it a few times, and it is more of like a cartoony kind of print to their normal ones. But I think it is just a really nice t-shirt for just sort of wearing casually with an outfit. And this top was a tiny bit cheaper than the other ones. I think this one was more about £3 or £4, which is absolutely great. But again, this is one of their older t-shirts, so I think the older range originally cheaper anyway before the sale.
Right now, the only words that you have for me are give up and get out. You like to think that we've been beaten, but we're here to stay forever and always. So loud, we are the ones that you pushed away.
In complete contrast, this t-shirt is from their newest range, and again, it's another cat. It's a Sphinx cat, and it has a very Egyptian feel to it. It's almost like the Egyptian mummy one has sort of evolved, and this one has a really nice and intricate design. It's got sort of snakes here and a stag beetle, or a scarab beetle, and then that has the Sphinx cat with an Ankh cross on it, and it has this lovely sort of, it reminds me almost of a coin necklace, and again it has another little scarab beetle charm on its necklace, and it has a little septum piercing and some earrings. I just think it's the cutest little design, and I absolutely love cats, so when I saw this I was gonna buy it anyway, and then there was a sale and I just threw it in my basket. The thing is, I have noticed with Restyle is that their t-shirts sell out really quickly. A lot of their jewellery items and their clothing items do. They just sell out as soon as they get on the site. You can sign up for an email that will send you it will send you a reminder every time that they get back in stock. But I have done that for quite a few items, and although I've said like I specifically wanted to know when a certain piece of jewellery was coming back in stock, they never actually emailed me, and I'd gone back on the site and they were back in stock. So I don't know why that service doesn't work. I don't know if it's just me, I don't know if it's just a sort of faulty thing within their system, but I wouldn't completely rely on that. I am signed up to their Instagram and I follow their Tumblr, so I do get kind of really constant updates about what's going on. So luckily I find out through that rather than relying on this system that they apparently supply. But as I said, with sizing, I did get this in a size large, but they did have medium in stock, so if this had gone out of stock, which I know there was only a couple of them left, I would have just got the medium one.
We're drowning your voice out. You like the day. We've been defeated, but we're here to stay forever and always.
And again, the transfer is so much better than the old ones. It's just a lot thinner, it's a lot more breathable, and it doesn't look like it's going to crack. Now, as you can see, I still have the tags on some of these t-shirts, so I haven't washed them. But if you had seen my previous video a couple of months ago, I buy loads of t-shirts off Restyle, and I have found, especially with these new transfers, they don't change at all in the wash. I wash mine inside out and I also iron mine inside out, but other than that, these are absolutely fine to wash just with your regular clothes. Those are all the t-shirts I got from Restyle. I probably won't be doing another Restyle haul for quite a while on the clothing side, just because I have got all the clothes which I wanted from their site now. One thing I did want to mention is I did get this really cute bag from Restyle. I am hoping to do a bag haul, so I'm going to show you that in a lot more detail in the bag haul, but I thought I'd just show you sort of size wise what it looks like if you are sort of planning to get this. It's not as big as I hoped it would be inside, but I'll go a lot more into that. But I just really love the design of this bag. So thank you so much for watching. As I mentioned, I am hoping to do a bag haul soon. I got quite a few bags for Christmas luckily, so I've got quite a few in my collection, so I thought I would show you the ones that I've bought and been given. I hope you had a great Christmas and a fantastic New Year. I'm sorry I didn't post over that time, but understandably it was very busy and there was a lot of things going on. But it has left me with a lot of new clothes and a lot of new bags and lots of new jewellery, so I've got lots more videos coming your way. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below and I will see you next time. Bye!